In this example, we will determine whether or not a given experiment is binomial. Jenna has designed an experiment where she rolls a die 100 times and records whether the outcome is 6 or less than 6. Is this a binomial experiment? First, let's check the 4 conditions that have to be true for an experiment to be binomial. Condition 1 says there are a fixed number of trials. Yes, there are a fixed number of trials. 100 is what it tells us. She's rolling the die 100 times. Okay, next, the trials are independent of each other. What happens in one trial does not affect any other trial. So she is rolling the die 100 times. Does the first die roll affect the second, and so on? Nope, no impact, no effect on each trial. That means the trials are independent of each other. So yes. The last roll does not affect the next roll. Or any roll does not affect any other roll, really, is what it comes down to. Okay, condition 3 says there are exactly 2 possible outcomes in this trial. Now, before you jump to a conclusion here, you might first think, well, that's not true. There are 6 different outcomes for a die roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're right. But what is she recording? She's recording whether the outcome is 6 or less than 6. So we can either write down 6 or less than 6. That's outcome 1, outcome 2. So even though the die can tell us 6 different things, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we are chunking the die rolls into 2 outcomes. So yes, there are 2 outcomes, a 6 or less than 6. So there's our 2 outcomes. Now, is the probability of each outcome constant in every trial? That means it doesn't change. The probability of a 6 and the probability of less than 6, are those constant in all the 100 trials? And that's yes. So the probability of a 6, rolling a 6 on a die, is always 1 out of 6. And the probability of rolling something less than 6 is always the other 5/6. And those don't change depending on the trial. That's always true for every dice roll. So now that we have checked each of the 4 conditions, we see that we have a yes, 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 and a yes. So our final answer to is this experiment binomial, why or why not? Yes, all 4 conditions are met. And again, we could summarize these if we wanted to.